55 pounds. He's competed in MMA as high as heavyweight, but he's the consummate fighter's fighter. And he told us in our fighter a year ago he's won 2 in a row coming in tonight.
Yeah, and you know, for Dan Hooker, it's about getting better when Dan Hooker to walk away, but he is showing a better form every single time he steps in the octagon. And when he unlocked customization in the video game.
Right.
When you look at the guy, he looks amazing, but he looks in great shape. Recovery and just being better prepared as he got to the octagon. He said he wants to maintain his range because
is his comfort at this point. He's just comfortable here. He's comfortable in these lights, and he shows up as one of the, I think the Gamrot's mixture of high-low, mixing the wrestling to the punches and then back to the wrestling and then create that range. When Gamrot goes to wrestle me, I'll get out of the scrambles and they will tire him out. And
problem coming into enemy territory and spoiling parties. Enter the number 5 ranked UFC. Or he got to the UFC former 2 division KSW champion, and in this division to have won his but he's on the come up and maybe 1 win away.
We asked him, hey, well, what happens if you have a hard time taking down Hooker? He's hitting me, DC, me not take somebody out. He was so confident, 100% positive, and Hooker has no chance to get away or get on his feet. And if you watch Gamrot, I get it. His scrambling ability is something that I watch all the time to learn from. He's extremely fun to watch. He never stops the action.
How does he get somebody in the top 5 to fight him? Because it's hard to break into that when you're as good as he is. He said it's the Neil Dariush. That's how you get your opportunity. He has to be impressive tonight over Hooker. Then he thinks he'll find his shot for the champion. Let's see how he does tonight.
All right, with that backdrop, tail to take UFC. Mateusz Gamrot, the -410 betting favorite at Gap and Height. Couple of professionals on the scale here Saturday morning. Dan Hooker will try to maximize what is a 4.5-inch at Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC. Out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record. 23 wins in at 155 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 24 wins, 2 losses, weighing in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Boston, Paul, lightweight contender in the world, Mateusz Gamrot. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Jim Portillo.
Back up, boys. For the fan base, when I say we have just been jonesing to see them lock the door behind these 2 gentlemen, that is. We'll see if Gamrot shoots early. We'll see the extent to.
One of the ways to keep a guy off of wrestling is to make him move backwards. It's hard to back up and then shoot.
Hooker told us in the fighter meeting he hasn't switched stances much in fight, seeing a lot of footwork.
Hooker fought 145 is crazy. He looks big at 150.
Yeah. Kickboxing strength and conditioning program, but in talking to Kai Kara-France, Stan Hooker, and Izzy, all of them coaches, of course, on the S&C side, aligning with Olympic minds in New Zealand. They all look fantastic.
Australian Olympic team just ended in Paris. Oh!
Nice right hand.
A little mouse and now a cut actually to the left of Dan Hooker's left eye already. One Jarzinho Roseman
outside of the hip.
Good body kick by Hooker a moment ago. Gamrot attacks low.
He's finding his range not with the strike. That opens up that. That's right. The level change, they aren't expecting it as much. It's got to be very frustrating for Dan Hooker. Now notice this. That's so important when trying to stack a guy from doing this, getting back to their feet. Look at his right leg.
You can't get up.
Look at Hooker's right leg. Every time Hooker tries to get to the fence, he just attacks the right leg and gets it up.
So each way that you'll see Hooker lean to, that's the leg he lifts.
Yep. Back to the center of the octagon as we cross the midpoint of round 1.
This is where Hooker said wrestling, and that's when I'm going to land the heavy shot I need to.
Oh,
he hurt him.
And there Hooker wise to it. Furious start for Poland too.
Aggressive tonight.
Always.
Oh my goodness.
terms of the overall confidence in the matchup, his ability to impose his will upon Dan. And
Young and Gamrot's fight. This is an amazing fight between two young guys who you...
Gamrot coming in tonight with 3 straight wins. Jalen Turner back-to-back wins for Hooker coming in.
Hooker's no stranger to early damage.
Was that last fight or 2 fights ago?
Yep.
He's one of the toughest guys in this.
Gamrot hurt under a minute to go. Round 1. Another left hand now in right road.
Hooker's got very underrated power and he's confident.
Yeah, he does. He hurt Gamrot bad with that left hook.
I'm not sure the extent to which Gamrot has recovered.
Hooker should not be throwing punches there. He should have been trying to get out of that position.
Hurting himself right now.
Oh my goodness.
Hooker's on him. He knows it. Keep him on his heels, and it's hard.
No doubt, big mouse, and now cut under the right eye of Hooker. What a round! UFC with only 25 calories, 0 added sugar, BCAAs and electrolytes now available at Walmart.
Found joy and got a brand new start. With love and light filling up my heart. Life is brighter now, got someone to share it with. She held my hand and said, let's cherish this. Looking her right in the eyes, feeling so alive. Gripping her hand, our hearts intertwined. I pulled her close and said, you're the one. We laughed and danced until the morning sun. Love is here to stay, not just passing by. Holding on, reaching for the sky.